What's up, everyone? Here we are in part 13 of our Pokemon Silver walkthrough. I haven't recorded a Pokemon Silver video in a while, so give me some time to shake off the rust a little bit. And now we're going to be taking on Gold, our rival, after taking on Bugsy in the last part. And I'm going to talk to Ralph Fisher here really quick. And we're going to head into Ilex Forest, my favorite place in all of Johto. So that'll be good. It's me, Ralph. Isn't it nice out? It's amazing. On Route 32, quillfish are biting like there's no tomorrow. Brock, bring the rod, buddy. See you later. So thanks, Ralph. Tell me about fish biting like crazy. And I'm going to get a white apricorn here. I'm going to give another one to Kurt, and I'm going to pick up my other fastball, I believe. Fastball, 98 miles an hour, that I left with him, and he should have it ready for me. Just finished your ball. Here is your fastball, and obviously that is used for Pokemon that like to run quickly. You can try to catch the legendary dogs that they try to run quickly, but I have to leave. Before you can actually give him another apricorn after getting a ball yourself, you have to leave his building, and somehow his mood changes, his perspective changes, and he likes to think that it's time to make another one. So we're going to give him the white apricorn. Not the most useful ball, but it is another ball that we don't have to pay for, so it's not that bad. So we can check out our party. I believe I had Golbat on screen evolve, but we're going to leave Gatorade out in the front because he is my starter, and I want to get him a couple more levels before we head into Ilex. And boom, we're stopped. Who is this? It is Red. Shaggy little hair he is. Tell me something. Isn't it true that Team Rocket has returned? Is it true that Team Rocket is... What, you beat them? Ha, quit lying. You're not joking. Then let's see how good you are. See how good you are. You dye your hair. You dip it in some lava. I don't know what you did. That's all I know. Your Ghastly's not going to feel too good after I chomp on it. It's a bowling ball with a hole burnt in its head. That's what it is. Sorry to bring it to your attention, but you're just going to lose. So good experience points for Gatorade right here. I believe he'll get up to probably close to the end of level 22, but not going to make it probably. And Bite, hopefully I get a couple flinches out of this Bayleaf right here, because Razor Leaf's not going to make me feel too good. I don't understand what the big deal is, though, why Grass is so amazingly effective against Water-type Pokemon. I know that's how it ends up being, and hopefully I don't get a critical hit here, and Gatorade can stomach it. No, I can't, so I do get a critical hit. That won't be happening against Golbat. Golbat will finish up this Bayleaf. I haven't used Golbat yet, so I'm going to use Bite here, just as I did with Crocodile. Critical hit there, how's that feel? I guess Golbat will get the experience points that I thought Crocodile was going to get. So Golbat and Zubat battle now. I'm going to use Bite. You can use Swift too, but Bite seems to be... Bite allows you to get flinch and critical quite often, so it's just a great move. It's a simple move. So we're going to take advantage of that, and down goes Red, and I'm going to have to go, or Gold, and I'm going to have to go to the Pokemon Center and heal up. Humph, useless Pokemon, listen, you only won because my Pokemon were weak. And you have red hair. I hate the weak. Pokemon trainers, it doesn't matter who or what, I'm going to be strong and wipe out the weak. That goes for Team Rocket too. They act big and whatever, but they get them alone and they're weak. I hate them all. You stay out of my way, weakling. Like you is only a distraction. Like you is only a distraction. We talking slang? Sorry. So we're going to head up here and get healed up before we head into Ilex Forest. And I actually recorded this part already, but I forgot to save it. So I'm doing this again, and in my notes I've crossed off items that I've already gotten. Hopefully that doesn't mess me up. And if I do skip a couple items, that's alright. I don't really know if I'm going to try to get all possible items. I'm thinking about it, and like, to get all the items in all of Johto, it just kind of, and Kanto, is kind of overwhelming, so I don't know if I'm going to go through with that. I'm not going to go to the Pokemon Center right now either, or the Mart, and get some more items. I'm just going to continue on here. We'll talk to this guard. Ilex Forest is big. Be careful. Don't get lost. And right now I'm recording in the afternoon, so I won't be able to get the oddish that you can get at nighttime. It's a 5% occurrence rate now, I believe, or maybe that's in the morning. So we're just going to have to skip over them for right now, and we're going to have a duty to take care of here with the charcoal kiln's 2 employees, one being the internee, the mentor, the mentee. So in terms of Pokemon you can get here in Ilex Forest, and I have not caught a Kakuna yet, which is weird. So I'm going to catch one here off the bat. A lot of the Pokemon you can catch are available through Headbutt, which we'll be getting later on here in Ilex Forest. So if you want to stick around in Ilex Forest for a while and get a couple new Pokemon, such as Beedrill, Execute, and Pineco, you can do that. But I doubt I'll be running into too many of them, even with Headbutt. So right now, I'm going to pull out my Pokeball, and don't use the fastball. Don't go beanballing against this Kakuna. Throw out your Pokeball, and we'll get this Kakuna up here. I'm not too worried about catching the Beedrill that you can catch through Headbutt. So I'm probably just going to raise this Kakuna up at some point. And I'm bringing out Jigglypuff. And regardless if I don't try to get all the items, and if I miss some items throughout the game, I'm going to definitely show you all the Pokemon are that you can get. Try to complete your Pokedex. And obviously right here, you want to take advantage of situations like this where the enemy Pokemon only knows Harden, so just sing this guy to sleep if you can get the opportunity. Jigglypuff doesn't fall on its face and mess you up here. No, not working. 3 times the charm. I tell you, it does work sometimes. And it works now. Beautiful. So Kakuna will be asleep for us for the taking. I'm going to throw a Pokeball at it here, and that should do it. One, 2, 3. No! What else do I have to do, Kakuna? What else do I have to do? Quit using Harden. Alright? My Pokeball is too weak for your exoskeleton, even though that's not an exoskeleton. And that's it. So change to a nice creamy yellow and brown. Kakuna's data is added to our Pokedex. It's Cocoon. Number 14. From this form, it will grow into an adult. It is as its body becomes softer, the external shell hardens. So thank you for explaining why it uses Harden, and we're sent it to the PC now. So now that Kakuna's out of the way, we can continue on, and we're gonna find some green-looking fellow here up here by these dancing flowers in the middle of Ilex Forest. And here's a Paris. And in the afternoon, Paris's are a 5% occurrence rate. So I am very fortunate to run into one of these guys. So I'm going to pull out, what move should I? I'm going to bring Rocky out here. Hopefully it doesn't get paralyzed or put to sleep or anything like that. And Paris is just ugly looking. It's like a spider, and it's a crab, and it's got little legs and fungus on it, and I just don't like it. And Parasect is not any more pleasing to look at. So I'm going to take this very slowly, and I'm going to bring out Jigglypuff right now. Hopefully I can put this guy to sleep. Ideally you want to get its HP lowered down, but I'm not going to be able to get to that probably. So hopefully, come on Jigglypuff, use the defense. There we go, use that strong defense. Staying alive, and Paris will be mine there in a second. I'm gonna use my Great Ball actually, not because this is a great Pokemon, but because it's only a 5% occurrence rate during the daytime, so I want to take advantage of this. And it's much more difficult to catch Pokemon in the second generation than it is in the first. So after watching my Pokemon Blue walkthrough, don't think that everything is gonna be so lickety split. Come on, Great Ball is not even great. You're a piece of crap. That's what you are. And I'm afraid that Rage isn't going to help me out too much. It might actually knock out this Paris. I don't think Paris has a great defense. And then Kakuna was barely able to stay alive, being that it has a pretty good defense. So that is kind of a concern for me. So I'm going to use Rage anyways. Probably should have used Water Gun. Yes, alright, so that did work out for me. And it's asleep for one more turn. So time to use the Pokeball. Got 7 left, and see if Kakuna carries over to the stingy Paris. Will I catch him? Or will I not? No, I will not. And I'm assuming it's going to awaken. No, and I'm getting so many opportunities now. I better catch this Paris. So this is not looking good for me when I have to catch some big boys later on in this game. Complete the 251 Pokedex. Gosh dang it. What else do I have to do? It's sleeping and its HP is near 0. So that's kind of demoralizing. I'm going to use my last Great Ball It's a lot of money down the drain, and I sure as heck won't be getting a lot of money here in Ilex Forest. There are not really any trainers. I believe there's one. And so finally Paris is caught after fighting through about 4 of my Pokeballs and a couple of my Great Balls. It's a mushroom. Its body grows large oriental mushrooms named Toshukaso start sprouting out of its back. That's good to know, and I'm not going to name it. Sorry, bro. Didn't mean to press OK. So now, right now, we're going to talk to Greenie. Oh man, my boss is going to be steaming. The Farfetch'd that cuts trees for charcoal took off on me. I can't go looking for it in here in the Ilex Forest. It's too big, dark, and scary for me. Oh, okay. So I'm going to bring out my repel, and I'm going to repel some of the Pokemon that will sure be trying to jump in front of me. You want to go search for his Farfetch'd now. In order to move his Farfetch'd, you have to go up next to it. Press on it, and it'll go flying away. You're just gonna have to make it go in a circle and enter through the way you came into to come into contact with the Farfetch'd. Then I'll go back to that dude, and he'll bring his kind of supervisor type guy over to you, and then you'll be able to have the ability to get cut, which is something you need. And I don't believe, which way do you go with him? I believe you take him straight to the left, but I'm going to have to check on that. And I believe there's a couple hidden items here in Ilex Forest as well, so you're going to have to be on the lookout for them. There's an ether somewhere as well, so you want to send him left here. Qua, qua. And now you can go to the south. And obviously these smaller trees are ones you can headbutt, and there are plenty of smaller trees you can headbutt as you go along. It looks like it's probably going to be 2 videos to complete Ilex Forest, and then I'm going to go on my rant here about Ilex Forest here in a second. So he's going to be sent straight up there, and he's going to take a left-hand turn, thankfully, and you don't want to send him up here because that'll be taking the opposite path, and you want to stand right above the Farfetch'd. You don't want to stand to the side. He'll run into the tree there, and it'll kind of screw up your path, and then this should be the final one. He's going to go boing, bounce back to you, and that will complete it for you. So another guy is all of a sudden appeared. Ah, my Farfetch'd. You found it for us, kid. Without it, we wouldn't be able to cut trees for charcoal. Thanks, kid. Now how can I thank you? Oh, I know. Here, take this. So he's giving us cut. So cut obviously is an HM that we are going to need so many times here in this walkthrough. So I have to have the gym badge from Azaela Town to use it. But I do have that badge, so I'm not going to have to worry about that. Wow, thanks a whole bunch. My boss's Pokemon won't obey me because I don't have a badge. So we want to go out of the screen to have them leave and or get in a Pokemon battle or something like that. I'm not. They should be out of the screen now. Maybe I have to leave Ilex Forest, one or the other, but they will be. No, okay. So it looks like I'm gonna have to leave Ilex Forest. Once I do, they should be back in Azaela Town. Then you can head over to the charcoal kiln, as it says in the city, and you want to get some charcoal from them. Charcoal is going to be good because it's going to boost your fire-type Pokemon as attack. Any fire-type move. And I do get a fire-type Pokemon eventually in this walkthrough, so I'm not going to tell you who, but I'm definitely going to be using it because of that. So I'm going to head down here, and here's the charcoal kiln, southeast corner of the Azaela Town. You chased off Team Rocket and went to Ilex Forest alone. That takes guts. I like that. Come train with us. But this guy's going to be nice here, and he forgot to thank me. He's going to give us charcoal now. So fire-type Pokemon would be happy to hold that. So we got charcoal from him. And once, like I said before, it's going to boost fire-type moves. So I'll definitely be taking advantage of that here. And once I get the fire-type Pokemon, we're going to head back to the Ilex Forest. And I love Ilex Forest. Not because it gives you a ton of great items or a ton of great Pokemon, but it potentially could. It's found in the deepest part of Ilex Forest. Right in the center of the forest itself is the Pokemon Shrine, and I hopefully have a Pokemon that knows Cut, or else I'm gonna have to go back to the Pokemon Center. There's the Pokemon Shrine that has Celebi in it, and you can't access Celebi in the English version of Pokemon Silver or Gold. You can in the Japanese by putting the GS ball on the shrine to make a level 30 Celebi appear, which is awesome. And it's kind of like a overseer of the entire forest, which is kind of eerie, but it's cool in the same respect. So yeah, I'm going to need to go back to the Pokemon Center, get a Pokemon on my box that actually can learn Cut. So there's kind of an eerie mysticism about the Ilex Forest that I really like, and makes probably my favorite part in all of the game in second generation. So I'm gonna head up here, and we're going to get, I don't know who I'm gonna get out, but I'm definitely gonna drop off somebody. And what have you done for me lately, ladybud? Nada. So I'm gonna deposit you, and then I'm gonna withdraw. I believe, we got 3 unknowns there. I believe Sentret, all-purpose HM slave, can learn cut, so we're going to get him out. Teach him cut here really quickly, and that'll allow us, obviously, to cut down that tree that we saw. It's right next to those 2 guys, those 2 Farfetch'd guys. Yeah, they're Farfetch'd people. And then that'll allow us to continue on through Ilex Forest, and it's not that big of a forest. It's worked out to be greater than it is, but kind of takes the place of Viridian Forest or Mountain Moon, I would guess, or something like that. Early on in the game, kind of an early on easy dungeon. So I guess I could get some repels from the Pokemon Center, but I didn't. I overlooked that. And almost made it to the tree, and you're gonna be able to see the shrine here in a second. Yet another wheel we run into haphazardly, and I believe there's an ether somewhere on the southern part of Ilex Forest. Ilex Forest is divided into 2 parts by this tree, but I'm not going to go back looking for it. I'm not overly concerned with each item that I have to get. And here's the shrine, and it's in honor of the Forest Protector. So, there it is. If you want to get a Celebi, you have to get the Japanese version and try to capture it, but I'm not getting the Celebi. Just not in my agenda. I can't do it. You have to get like Pokemon Coliseum or the Game Shark or some weird thing like that in order to get a Celebi, and I'm not going through all that trouble to get one. So I don't believe there are any more Pokemon that I can get right now. This it being daytime, I can get a Psyduck and a Golduck surfing. I'm not sure. Well, you can get with the old rod, maybe a Magikarp, and a couple Pokemon with the headbutt. But Oddish is a 60% occurrence rate at night, so you're gonna have to wait till nighttime, man. Unfortunately, it's not nighttime, so we won't be getting in Mr. Oddish here on part 13. So pretty soon we'll be able to get Headbutt, and I think there's a hidden item. Dang it! Who is this guy? Paris again. A 5% occurrence rate during the daytime. I can play this game 2 hours in the daytime and not run into a Paris, and I've run into one in 17 minutes. So here's a full heal. It says it's south of the pond and it's hidden. So there it is, we found it. And then we have to get a super potion, and I believe there's an antidote somewhere near here. And then obviously Headbutt. Headbutt, Cut, and the super potion were probably the best items in all of this forest. So if you're going to come out with 3 items, those are the items you're going to get. You can also get an X attack, an antidote, and a full heal, which I just got, then a revive. So total there's 8 items, I believe, and one of them's the HM, so definitely want to come out with that HM. I don't believe there's a hidden item there. No, and there's Green Head. He's going to give you a Headbutt. So if we have time, a minute and a half, I'll make it over to him, and we'll get Headbutt from him. And then I'm probably going to be headbutting some trees later on, but not now, just because there's so many trees you can headbutt throughout the game. And you can get Pineco's, Apoms, Beedrills, Heracrosses are kind of common Pokemon you can get with Headbutt. So you can definitely get a plethora of Pokemon. Not that they're really strong Pokemon, but they're kind of unique, kind of rare Pokemon through Headbutt. So definitely get Headbutt. Don't underestimate Headbutt either. It does help you out, and it causes flinch quite often in battle. So if you really need to use it for one of your Pokemon, make sure it's not one of your main guys. So what am I doing? I'm shaking trees using Headbutt. It's fun. Here, try it too. So it's TM2. There's Headbutt. Rattle trees with Headbutt. Sometimes sleeping Pokemon fall out. So we got Headbutt now, and I can teach it to Sentret, which I'm going to do right away so I don't forget about it. And then I'll call it a day for part 13. So head up here, TM2, and I'm going to teach it to Sentret, as I said before. You got a lot of guys who can learn it. But that's it for part 13. So I'll see you guys in part 14. We'll be continuing on and finishing the upper half of Ilex Forest, and then we'll be moving on to go to Goldenrod City in part 13 and 14. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.